Hello everyone, welcome to the Euro F2 Xbox Series, and today we're driving around Monaco, home of crashes and chaos, so it's going to be a good one. Stay tuned. One-shot qualifying format, followed by 50% feature race, and then reverse grid top 8 sprint race. It's going to be good. Last week's winners, I believe, were XRL Ollie and Hanko. Not Hanko. CJ won. Top 10 oldest drivers to enter 8 viewers. All achieved their strange records during the 1950s and 60s. Today's drivers are more likely to have pimples than wrinkles. I'm going to have to quickly turn the sound down when I get into game.
McLaren have a very successful history here at Monaco, taking home more wins than any other constructor. The legendary Brazilian champion, Ayrton Senna, has won Grand Prix here at Monaco on 6 occasions over a 7-year period between 1987
go. Oh, here we go. I need to quickly turn the sound down, or you're not going to be able to hear me. Anyway, starting the lap. I'd like to stick on board. Let's stick on board with Giles in the Carlin. He's going up the hill. Very fast section of the track into the left-hander. Medium speed, followed by another right. As you go down the hill, avoid the bump on the left, and hard braking into the right-hander, which Giles perfects there. And now the hairpin, the infamous hairpin. Very well taken by Giles. Into a tricky right-hander going downhill braking, and another right. A few 90-degree corners there. Gets on the power through the tunnel into the chicane. The left is going a bit wide, that's going to be invalid. So we'll go to Hanko. In the Campos, through the left, maintain your speed for the simple section, flat out, quick left right, into the right, and another left. Another heavy braking zone as he swings it round through to the final corner. Keep the back end in place, he does, opens the DRS, coming down to the line. It's going to be an easy pole for Hanko. He takes it. A dominant 6 tenths ahead of A-Mile. What a lap from Hanko. Wiping the floor clean. A whole 8 tenths nearly. Well, he said he's been practicing a lot, and you can see it's come off there. Not 8 tenths, sorry, I'm an idiot. It's 5. But he's going to pick up the 4 points there as we have 4 cars disqualified. Giles second in the championship, going to be kicking himself that he's got his lap invalid. But a lot of field spread there. No one's really close. But Hanko on pole, A-Mile P2, XRL Ollie 3rd, Piston 4th, K Walker 5th, Alil Kamuni 6th, Master Mike 7th, and disqualified drivers are Darwin, Giles, Fake Crunch and Lewis Tiger. I'm going to change my batteries quickly. I'll be back. Hello. Going into this race, I'll read you out the standings just in case you're curious. A-Mile is leading the championships by, who is basically neck and neck with CJ, XRL Ollie 4th, Hanko 5th, Kenzak 6th, who can't drive today, Christem 7th, and Darwin 8th. It's your top 8 as we start the formation lap. Hanko going to be leading the way. after a dominant, absolutely dominant qualifying. Everyone on the same tyres. One mandatory pit stop for this race. Assuming everyone will pit around lap 8. That could be gibberish, but that's when I would pit. Hanko leading. Well, Hanko leads the formation lap from Amal, who is so far back. I don't know what's happened there. Yeah, he's obviously forgot to go. Ollie, P3. Slowly creeping up the championship order. Pistem seems to have come together with K Walker and Kamuni and Mike. Got 5 drivers, 6 drivers on the grid. That's Monaco for you. Right there. Anyway, we'll stay on board. Oh, the drivers warm their tyres up. Well, the drivers that are left warm their tyres up. Hanko in the Campos Racing. Ollie is actually second, but he's third. But on the track he's second, but he's in the Arden. Followed by Pistem, who's on the grid. In the Carlin. We've got all the drivers on the grid. I can't bloody find anyone. I'll stick with Hanko to avoid any trouble. He's feeling confident. All that practice is going to pay off. If it's anything like qualifying, he's going to run away with it. But it's Monaco, so you never know. As we come on to the straight. As soon as Giles gets in his grid position, we'll be going. Same, our zooms past. Here we go. 3, 4, 5 lights. And it's lights out and away we go for the Monaco Grand Prix. It's a good start by Amal as he actually leads into turn 1. Hanko going to keep it on the inside. He's going to he's going to give him a lot of space. Amal coming up the hill. He's got the position, but they're still side by side. Hanko going to zoom around the outside. Is he going to make contact with the wall? He's going to just right next to it. He's going to side by side. Still side by side. You watch from Ollie's perspective who could get into this corner first. They're going to bump. They're still side by side. Amal keeping his nose in. Keeps his position. What a great battle that was. Ollie P3 still, Pistem P4, K Walker P5, Master Mike in P6. He's Giles is obviously going to put pressure on him. P2 in the championship. Going to be close as I think Lewis Tiger is actually, he's had a poor first lap. We'll stick on board here with Amal. He chases down the lead, locks up heavily there as K Walker is the first to get a penalty. What a first lap for Hanko. That was a great battle. As they finish lap 1, Ollie under immense pressure from Pistem. He's actually going to pull to the left. He's going to go for the move here. Down the pit straight. Braking just a bit earlier than Ollie. Ollie's going to have the position as they go up the hill. But we'll stick on board here. Pistem definitely going to try and go for it as they actually make contact and Pistem spins, but the wall's saving him. Hopefully he doesn't have damage from that, which I don't think he does. But whew, scary moment there. No safety car as of yet. I know I made a mistake last week saying there wasn't, and there was. But so far, there's actually Mike's got into P5 here. It's a good move on K Walker that I haven't picked up on. Very interesting. Well done, Mike. Into P5 as he actually goes very deep and he's lost a bit of his front wing, as so has K Walker, which is going to open the door for Giles. He goes round the left, but K Walker's probably going to understeer into him, which he does. The door is absolutely slammed. K Walker completely missing his braking point. Cuts the corner. He's going to have to. He's going to have to give that position to Giles, surely. Well, that's a shame. Darwin also right in this battle because he cuts that curb slightly. A lot of cars already with front wing damage. It's just Monaco for you as K Walker goes deep. Giles sees the gap. he needs to make this move. Oh, and he's coming into the pits. And that's, oh, Giles is getting clattered. Absolute chaos. A lot of drivers losing the front wing. We see Fake Crunch. Is he going to swing around the outside? The space is there, but not going to be able to. Crazy. On board with Fake Crunch. He sees a gap. He's going to try and put his car through that gap. Maybe go for the switchback. Yeah, he's going to do it. Sending up the inside. Oof. Pair of side by side. Going to the hairpin, and Community gives the position. Fake Crunch into P7. See, car's completely cutting that curb. Master Mike still P5. Doing the commentators proud. Anyway, Darwin going to go for a move here on Community. Space is opened up on the left, but Community completely outbraking himself. He's going to get a penalty for that, which he does. And so does Lewis Tiger, actually. Community going to hold his position. Doesn't feel like he has to give it back. Meanwhile, Hanko and Amar up front. I won't cut to them, but they are zooming off. Already a 5-second gap to XL Ollie. A lot of carnage as Darwin actually sideways through that corner as he clips the curb. Wall, sorry. Lewis Tiger can see that as an opportunity, but gets on that tall curb and just going to compromise him. Can't get the move done. Track position is key here, so if anyone wants to go for an undercut, it's definitely the place to do it. Anyway, Hanko lead him from around about 2 seconds ahead of Amar, followed by XRL Ollie in P4, 3 sorry, and Pustem P4. And then in a whole different race, Mike is P5 with minimal front wing. But what can you do? He's getting hunted down by Giles, who I believe also is missing some of his front wing. Yep. We'll stay with Giles as Fake Crunch braking very late. Zoomed onto the screen. But this is, we have a yellow flag. I'm not sure what for. Oh, we'll never know. Anyway, Community chasing down Fake Crunch. As Mike's in the wall. Now there's definitely a yellow flag. And Giles pits. Mike's going to go for the. Oh god, it's chaos. Oh no, Community's got a bad run. Darwin's going to have to go around the outside of the pit straight. There's a lot of ghosting going on. But he looks like he's got the move done. As we see Mike and Giles in the pits. Carnage coming into the pits. Giles going to change his front wing. That's long with Mike, who I believe is going to. Oh, he's definitely getting jumped by Giles. Anyway, Amar seems to have made a mistake because he's now 6 seconds behind Hanko and Ollie's right there, which I'm guessing was why there was a yellow flag. Anyway, we'll keep on board with Ollie. See if he really has the pace to keep up with Amar. Or maybe it was just a mistake. If any drivers want to take a gamble, hit early, put some good laps in and then get that track position, that could be key. As we see Community and Darwin. As, oh, they've made contact. Everyone's round. Oh dear. Classic Monaco. Everyone's crashing. It's ridiculous. Community, Darwin having a crash together, and Lewis in the background also spinning on that wall. Absolute carnage. It really is. Anyway. Haywalker actually pitted 2 laps ago and he's in P9. So once everyone's made their stops, he could be in a good position. Albeit he stays out of trouble. As Giles picks up a 3-second time penalty. A lot of penalties being dished out here. Mike again proving my point. It's going to be a race of attrition. If you can keep it out of the wall, If you don't have penalties, you're good. Amal actually sideways into the court. Whoa! Had to save that one. Lost about a second to Ollie there. He's going to see that as an opportunity. Hungry for the PT. As Hanko ran off in the distance. 6.6 second gap. Brilliant driving from him. He's P5 in the championship, hoping he can come into the championship fight as Amal hits from P2. We'll see where this brings him out. Hopefully in some clear air, as Pustem in P4 also coming into the pits. No front wing changes for either driver. He comes out. Has he seen a gap? Can he come out in clean air? Cleanest air you ever see. No one. And Pustem, he doesn't get that lucky. He has to deal with fake crunch. But they've built such a huge gap to the cars behind that they don't need to worry about traffic. But only 3 super soft runners remaining as Mike picking up another penalty. But Hanko, Ollie and Fake Crunch, the only super soft runners left in this race. They're going long. But if Amal can pump in some laps, some good laps, hopefully he can stay ahead of Ollie. As Lewis Tiger up first DNF. So if everyone else is guaranteed a point. Well done everyone. Hanko picking up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That is huge. Race leader, and they're not ready? Oh, they're doing a penalty. Oh, he's serving his penalty. Hey, what? Okay. Whatever. Maybe Hanko didn't serve his penalty, he just... I don't know. Graphic didn't decide to work. See if Amal has gained any time. Doesn't look like he's too close. But Hanko going to have to deal with that 5-second penalty for the rest of this race. It's not great, but look at the lead he has. I don't think it's that much of a bother. There's actually a yellow flag in Sector 1. Not sure why. Maybe about to find out, which we are. And that is Lewis Tiger's DNF car. But Amal on the soft, he's actually hitting a lap earlier, has gained 4 seconds ahead of Ollie. He's absolutely flying ahead now. Now let's see. Anyway, Pustem P4. 2 seconds behind Ollie. Hopefully he can make a charge. Carry on his championship run. Alil Kamuni in P5. Hay Walker P6. Giles second in the championship but only 7th in the race. While his rivals are up top battling. Amal getting a penalty as well. They've got to be careful of this. They don't want to lose positions for no reason. Anyway, it looks like Giles is the man to be watching. He needs to get up there. He needs to be at the top of the bloody pack. Bloody? He wants that championship. And if he keeps having these shaky drives, it's going to hinder him in the long run. As he brakes very late, he gets to slow down. Lovely to watch. And he make a move on K Walker. As he actually hits the wall, both of them losing a massive chunk of their front wing. Completely slammed into the wall. I don't know if Hanko's left and is my Wi-Fi gone? No, Hanko's left. Am I wrong in saying that? Hanko has lagged out of the session from the lead of the Grand Prix. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. Well, Amal now has a chance to catch up. If there was ever a time to claw back some time, now is the time. Time. Bloody hell. This is huge. Hopefully he can rejoin. I don't know what the rules are on rejoining. But I pray all that practice comes to good use and he doesn't get kicked out for good. That would be awful. Oh, this is not good. Not good at all. Amar already clawed back a second and a half, as Hanko has rejoined. Whew. Good for him. Anyway, Giles has got ahead of K-Walker while I'm focusing on Hanko's misfortune. See if... Let's fake crunch actually. Let's watch fake crunch. He's on the freshest tyres on the grid. Leaving it late. He's going to want to make a move here. He's on a charge. He'd be a fool to dive up the inside, so he hangs back. He can get a good run off this front. Oh, that K-Walker's actually pitting. Assuming he wants a new front wing. Oh, they're getting a penalty. We've got a lot of penalties being dished out. Is Hanko officially back in the race? Yes, he is. With a 3-second gap to Amile, who locks up actually. Just about made the corner. Probably got a warning for that actually. But there's a big spread of the field here. Everyone around between 3 and 5 seconds ahead of each other. No real battles to focus on. Maybe Fake Crunch can continue his charge and get past Giles. We'll have to wait and see. In the dams, chasing down the carbon. Very, very well established teams in the F2 world. See if he can make a move. Can he catch our second runner-up in the championship so far? Going over the curb, nearly hitting the wall. Got to get very close to the walls as Hanko has actually lost a lot of time to Amile. You can see that on the left. I don't have to cut that Hanko hit. What's going on? Must have made a mistake because Amile was not that close. But now he's 5 seconds again, and the graphics are playing with me. Sick. Oh, that's a shame. Anyway, we'll go back to Giles and Fake Crunch. Because the graphics are just throwing me off. I don't know what's going on. Fake Crunch definitely looking more confident. He's gaining on Giles every lap. On the 3-lap fresher tyres as well. In F2 the tyres mean a lot. 1 lap difference is even enough. So 3 laps, that's a lot. Actually giving Giles a nudge through the hairpin there. As Hanko setting the fastest lap. So he definitely hasn't made a mistake. There's a yellow flag. Not sure what for. I'm sure we'll find out. Maybe it was Mike. Maybe. As he gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So yes, it was. But this is our only battle. Or even close to a battle. This is everyone else is miles ahead of each other. As Mark actually, he's done. He's given up. But I believe we'll still pick up a point, so can't complain. As Fake Crunch, arguably the closest he's been so far, as he's going to have the DRS, but it's a bit slippery on the exit of the final corner. That wasn't the right word, I meant to say sliding, but. Got to be careful he doesn't burn out his tyres. Giles actually the oldest tyres on the grid, so he's going to be slow at the end. But not much to comment on at the moment, besides the fact Darwin will be on pole for the sprint race as he's P8. And considering it's Monaco, it will be hard to overtake, so if he can stay out of trouble, you never know. Maybe a surprise podium. Who knows? It's Fake Crunch. Very close. Getting a bit slidey though again on the exit. Compromising his exit. He's going to have to hold back. Ooh, is he going to make it? He may have got a warning for that. No penalty though. Some nice shots for you. As Fake Crunch chases down Giles. As Giles actually gets very sloppy. He's going to send it up the inside. Ooh, oh! just like Charles Leclerc in the real life Grand Prix last year, goes for a move and gets caught on that wall. Reminiscent of that move I just mentioned. Almost identical. And just showing how hard it is to make a move, even with Charles making a mistake, he still can't get past. So he's going to have to find another way, however that may be. It's all about exit speed. We can get a good run off of maybe the tunnel straight or the pit straight. Any dive bombs aren't worth making the move. From the nose to tail through the hairpin, slowest corner on the calendar. And in these cars, wow, it's like a slug. So slow. Contact with the wall there, fake punch. He follows Giles around Monaco, unable to make a move as he gets very close to that wall, the barrier even. He knows Giles is prone to mistakes through this next section, so he's going to have to keep an eye out. As Giles again gets tail happy. And this is where Fake Crunch is going to have to make his move. He's going to have to get a good run off this final corner, which he does. But Giles getting the traction, he's putting the power down at the perfect time, not allowing Fake Crunch to get that move done. But Fake Crunch a lot closer this lap, very close, less than a car length, as he's right behind him. Make sure not to have any contact with the barrier, and he will continue to follow him through this corner. They come into the hairpin. No silly dive bombs from either Fake Crunch. If this doesn't go anywhere, I think we have a battle brewing up front, because Ollie is definitely closing down 8 mile. And by the looks of it, this battle isn't going to go anywhere, because it's Monaco and not many battles do go anywhere. That's the chicane, he gets a penalty. It's not great. I'm not sure how many penalties everyone has. I'm pretty sure everyone has about 20 seconds worth at this point. The amount of times that notification comes up. Right, he continues his chase. He's actually a lot further back now than last lap. So he's going to have to just hope that Giles makes a mistake. But he's so good at that final corner. He's perfected it. Making it really difficult for Fake Crunch, as there's only 2 real overtaking opportunities and Giles has mastered that one. But we will stick on board. Into the casino section. He's actually very close. He could make a lunge. The door opens and he's actually faked to the right and he's gone left. Can he send a move? No, he's gonna play it safe. Sort of a yellow flag. What is that for? Oh, K-Walker's round. Is he gonna have to pit for a new front wing? No, he's good. Anyway, Fake Crunch. Lovely shots of the tunnel here. Coming into the corner that I forgot the name of. We'll call it the chicane. Gap not really changing, staying at this constant half a second. Fake Crunches are real opportunities if Giles makes a mistake, which is definitely possible, but he's just got to stay with him, which he's doing very well. Again, Giles getting a great run. Fake Crunch a bit sideways through there. Kay will be getting another penalty. But fairly quiet race after the first few laps. Not much to comment on. I'd love to check the penalties, but it will be just be stupid. We'll see the position changes. The top 4 completely identical, exactly what they were on the grid. Lil Communi, not very far up the championship, but he's driving very well today. in P5. Giles moved up from P9 after getting disqualified into P6 along with Fake Crunch. He's also gone up 3 places. The real losers being K Walker and Mike. Fake Crunch actually sending a dummy as Hanko's left again. I really hope that's not my Wi-Fi. If it's not, Hanko's another problem with his internet. And I'm seeing the gap coming down between second and third. Hanko's, well, simply shitting himself, I'm assuming. Keeps disconnecting, you never know, he might not be able to rejoin at one point, and all that hard work goes. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen, touch wood, whatever the sayings go. But he's back already. There's Fake Crunch, late braking. But no progress being made. Let's see. It's really dependent on if he makes a mistake. Both drivers being very consistent. But I digress. We go on to Amal versus Ollie, because this is actually getting quite close. Ollie definitely a fast driver. Part of the Tier 1 league now. He's chasing down Amal. Amal actually won the past 2 races in Euro Tier 1, so he's definitely coming off a high. That is not enough for the unstoppable force so far of Hanko. Ollie and Amal seem to be fairly matched on pace. It's just them small areas of the track that you can make that time up on. We'll see if Ollie can do that in the BWTR. An iconic car nowadays, as we have front wing in the middle of the track. So Amal actually locks up there. Big puff of smoke. The gap's come down a lot. Anyway, Giles and Fake Crunch, I've actually just seen the gap. We'll watch this. Seems to be a pretty exciting battle. As he actually gives him a nudge. Didn't slow it down enough. Really nice shot here. Onto tunnel straight, I'll call it. Probably should have done my research, but again, not close enough. As Ollie is actually in DRS range now of Amal. Very nice braking from the Fake Crunch there. Definitely gained on Giles slightly. And Fake Crunch get this move done. Giles very calm, very composed. He's keeping that car where it should be. Once again, getting the perfect exit. Fake Crunch again, sloppy on that final corner. Can't seem to get it right. As Ollie was in DRS range, but he seems to have actually lost that now. Another lock up there from Omar. And Ollie again in this DRS range. Hopefully going to get dragged along the straight. And that'll keep him in that zone. Is the flap opening? Yes, it is. As you see, an invisible car, which is Darwin, being lapped. However, although he's lapped, he's on reverse grid pole. That's the greatness of F2. 3 laps left. Ollie applying that pressure to Omar as he locks up again. Them tyres must be screaming hot. It's really dependent if Ollie could get a good exit off of onto the straights, I should say. For instance, this one. Very, very good exit from both drivers, to be honest, but Ollie actually getting a better one. in a slipstream. Obviously not going to send a lunge. Another lock up from over. That's a double lock up. So Ollie is right on his tail. Oof. Revving the engine. We have another yellow flag. I'm not sure what for. But I don't really care because we go on to the final lap. It's now or never. Is he going to risk it all for the extra 3 points? Is it worth it? Well, let's find out. Hanko leading though. Dominant drive from him. It's Ollie getting a much better run up the hill in the slipstream. Just 3/10 the gap. Seems a lot more confident. Finding the time. Another lock up. Another one. But to be honest, the last overtaking opportunity is probably here. And he's nowhere near close enough. I think that's it. No way it will lunge. So this is probably how it's going to end. We'll actually stay on board with Hanko because he deserves the spotlight on him. He's absolutely dominated. He's lagged out twice. He's probably tensions are a bit high as he. He's just celebrating. He wins the Monaco Grand Prix. What a dominant drive. It's amazing. He gets pole. He gets fastest lap, I believe. Let's just see that for you. I don't know. Let's see it. There we go. Fastest lap. Amal P2. Ollie P3. But what a drive from Hanko. He's put a lot of work in for Monaco. It says it's his favourite track. And he's proven it. He's definitely proven it. It's plus 10 going to come home fairly comfortably in P4. Lil Kamuni also getting a better result than he probably expected. Great drive from himself, staying out of trouble. He's going to come home to take 10 points and claim 5th in the Monaco Grand Prix. Here he comes. P5. And this battle still gone nowhere. Giles is probably going to hold on to P6. Fake Crunch has got a lot of penalties to serve. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. Oh! I'm an idiot. Giles is... Did I read that right? Giles down to P8? What is the deal with that? Well, there's our race winner, Hanko. Beautiful car of the Campos. Amal P2 and XRO Ollie P3. Spraying the champagne. He'll be wanting that second win. He's got the pace for it. Let's see what happens. I'll run through the order in a second, as I want to find out what happened to Giles. Didn't know he had so many penalties. Yeah, he's gone down to P8 with only one 3-second penalty. Right. I can't tell you what's happened there. I could have swore Giles finished P6 and he's been knocked down to P8, but he's only got one 3-second penalty. Confusing, but it is what it is. He's going to be on pole for the sprint race. Hanko winning, Amal second, Ollie third. And I'm going to find out what happened to Giles. yeah, maybe I think that was a glitch in the game, because Giles is also convinced that he should not be P8. Anyway, he's on pole. I mean, he only had one penalty. If he can do that again this race, starting from the front, he's in for a shot of the win. And that'll be good for his championship. But Hancock gets 4 points for pole, 25 points for the win, 2 points fastest lap. Great show there from him. I'll run you through the order. Giles, P1. Pretty solid first race from him, but shame about that incident at the end. Followed by Darwin in the MP Motorsport. Fake Crunch in the Downs. Alil Kamuni, very strong first race. He's done a great job there. P4 on the grid. Pustemp, P5 in the other Carlin. Ollie, P6. BWT Arden. Amal, P7 in the ART. Hanko, dominant race, first race. He's going to be 8th. He's going to have to claw his way back through the field. Kay Walker, P9, the only Kramer remaining in the league, I believe. Mike in the MP Motorsport. His teammate up in P2. Similar story to last week. And Lewis Tiger in P11 in that Trident. But it would mean a lot to Giles if he could get this win. He needs it. He had a, don't think you'll mind me saying, crap weekend in Spain. He's had a mediocre first race. He wants to get his form back. And this will be a great way to get that going again. Fingers are crossed. As we come down for only a 15-lap race in this one. But no mandatory pit stop, so everyone's going to be tyre saving here. As he comes into the grid slot. By red lights. And it's lights out and away we go for the Monaco sprint race. Actually a very good start, as I've lost my thing on the left, but Darwin's going to go round the outside. What a move into turn 1. That was brilliant from Darwin. Giles might be kicking himself there. Maybe he should have put up more of a fight. But what a start from Darwin. So we'll go further back, see what's going on. Maybe a bit scruffy at the back. Cars are everywhere. Hanko, Pistemp's actually up to P3. Great stuff from him. Fake Crunch and Amal side by side. This is great. Amal going round the outside as Hanko's sent it as well. He's on the curb and he's got the move done. Brilliant stuff. Darwin leads from Giles, Pustem, Amal P4, Hanko P5, Fake Crunch 6th, Ollie 7th, and a little community in 8th. What a great start. Ugh, what a great start from Darwin. That was a brilliant move out around the outside. Hanko also. Brilliant start. And let's go for the position changes. Amal and Hanko going from 7th and 8th. Brilliant starts from them. Pustem as well, from 5th. He's already up into 3rd. It's all going to get a bit close here, I think, as the Carlin teammates. Oof. Well, Pustem actually very sideways there. He's actually going to be let past by his teammate. Smart move from Giles. Oh, Amal nearly sent it as well. As he actually is going to send it, he goes straight past. And also going to go past. We're speaking about Giles regaining momentum. This is not the way to do it. Giles falling back and falling back. He tries to let his teammate past, and that's... well, it's backfired quite heavily. Pustem now, our second place driver. Hanko actually and Amal side by side. I did not pick up on that. Not going to be able to get the move done there, Hanko. It's Pustem. It's slidey on the exit. Amal might see that as an opportunity. Man, he's not close enough. Not close enough. Very good racing so far, as Hanko is the first to get a penalty of this gaggle of cars. It's not good. He'll be kicking himself for that. Coming to the swimming pool section, I believe it's called. Hanko just carrying a lot of speed through these corners. Not brave enough to send it up the inside there. As the gap is... Oh, Darwin, no! Darwin has gone round. I would show you that, but Amar and Piston side by side. You're going to send out the inside. No, Piston braking later. Can he get it slowed down? Yes, he can. And that is awful. Oh, Darwin. After such a great start. And oh! Hanko sending up the inside. I didn't see that coming. I was going to say, what a shame for Darwin, but Hanko has silenced me. What a move. Just about caught the end of that on stream. He's on fire. He's moved up 6 positions already. He's pushing Piston through the hairpin. He's absolutely on fire. He's done his homework and he's perfecting these races. That's the only word to describe it. Perfection. He chases down Piston. It's great to watch. Very great to watch. But what a shame for Darwin. Brilliant move on Giles at turn 1. It's just such a shame. As Ollie actually right up behind Giles. Is he going to send a Charles Leclerc-esque lunge into this corner? Probably not. He's not. Anyway, this group of cars is the one to be watching. Is there DRS online? Yes, there is. We know Hanko isn't scared to go for the moves where you usually wouldn't see it. And he gets a brilliant run up the hill. Slipstream not too effective in this current moment, but he doesn't send it. He stays back. As we'll actually watch Ollie and Giles. Can Ollie go around the outside? Probably not. He's right up behind him. And it's a shame he can't make the move. And that's your top 3 right there. As Hanko gets his nose in. Very close battle going on here. As Lewis Tiger is in to the last points position ahead of Alil Kamuni. He's had a fairly awful first few laps. Unfortunate for him. As no move's going to be done here, but a move may be done here. Ollie going to switch to the inside. He makes Giles brake. Oh, he doesn't make Giles do anything. Giles perfecting that braking zone. But Ollie getting a good run. Are they going to go side by side? He's going to send it. Ooh. Close. Close stuff. I don't know what that noise was, but it's close stuff. It's actually bringing fake crunch into the action. I reckon he's sick of seeing the back of Giles' car after being stuck there the whole race in the feature race. As we have a yellow flag, sector 3. Not sure what that's for. Anyway, Hanko and Piston. Still Piston and Hanko. Not Hanko and Piston. Very hard to overtake at this track. Very, very hard. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. What was that for? Alil Kamuni, he's crashed. It's Ollie. Very close to Giles. He's slams right to the back of him. He cuts the whole curb. It's all about this exit. We know Ollie has just got a great exit the previous lap. It's not as close this lap, but it's definitely still a good exit. He's not going to be able to move to the inside like last time. He's going to have to wait. Not close enough. Anyway, let's get... Well, we will go on board with Hanko in a second, but Ollie actually... Oh, he's getting a penalty for that. You can tell he's driving really cautiously already after that penalty. Not getting on them curves. Anyway, let's go to Hanko. Hanko actually under pressure from Amal. Quite a bit as Piston losing the back end. This is the time to shine for Hanko. He sees an opportunity. Oof. First time closing the door. Great defensive driving. Impressive stuff. Ooh, that was close. Really good driving from everyone today. As he's actually going to lunge into the hairpin, they make contact. Ooh, he's going to push him a bit wide. He's going to actually try and hang it around the outside, but that's not going to happen. He's tried it on that. He's actually going to send it again. Oh, Hanko, be careful. Hanko's going to give Amar an opportunity. Hanko going for every lunge possible. And that's really going to hinder him going into here. Amar braking late, locking the tyres. And he's actually got the move. Hanko getting a penalty for that. Oof. Oh! Hanko keeping the position. Great stuff. This is brilliant, brilliant racing. Oh, Hanko quite slow through this section. He was in AI mode. The first time he's got a breath of fresh air. He's on his own now. But good racing from everyone. It's very close. Very close. Hanko maybe getting a bit carried away with his lunges there. Dive bombing all the time as Ollie side by side with Giles into turn one. Giles gonna have to give his spell. He's hit the wall to get past. He might have lost a bit of his car from that. But Ollie's also basically lost the race. He's nowhere near the podium. I don't think he'll be too fussed about a little bit of front wing. But Giles again getting overtaken around the outside of turn one. Just like lap one. As Puztem has actually lost his gap already. We don't need to focus on that anymore. Ollie has got the move done. Hanko. This is better. He's got a better exit. No stupid lunges on this lap. Go outside of the tunnel. Is he going to lunge? No, he's not. He's actually going to fake to the inside and stay outside. Give him a little nudge through the chicane. But Hanko definitely looking racy. I don't need to tell you why. He's basically going for it wherever he can. Amar just waiting for these two to collide. He knows Hanko's in that aggressive mood. As Hanko almost did for a move there. Anyway, getting a bit slidey on the exit. The RS is open. No possible move. This time actually going a bit deep. And Hanko, oh, he's going to get a good run. He's going to, he's made a bit of contact. He's going to send out the inside. Again, can't make the move. This time positioning his car well, but then made contact. Oh my god. Making our voice breaks. Is he going to lunge again? Yes, he is. No, doesn't. He brakes a bit too early. Very close stuff. First time. Oh, they've made contact again. Be careful, boys. Please be careful. This is close stuff. This is Monaco for you. It's a shame you don't see this in real life, but this is the best racing you probably will see around Monaco. As Master Mike has given up. I don't know what happened. This is great. Amar losing a bit of time there on the exit. I'm not sure what happened. But Hanko, so close still to Puztem. You have to think that one lap. Oh god, that's scary. That's what happened to Mike, everyone. One of these laps, one of these moves is going to pay off. We've got around 7 laps left, including the one we're about to start. So no rush. There's Fake Crunch and Giles battling again, just like last race. And Ollie's spun. Oh no, is he going to come into the pits? Yes, he is. And that looks like Ollie's race over. Giles into P4. But less of that, more of this. As Ollie's actually given up. No, I said his race was over, but I didn't mean that. And he's gone. Poor Ollie. One mistake can cost you dearly. And that's Monaco for you. Anyway, Hanko getting a bit leery on the exit. Again, pushing them through. Cars get so close in that sharp turning. It looks like he's got a good run. Not as good as Puztem though. But he is quite close. Is he going to send a Hanko lunge up the inside? No, he's not. But he actually's put Pustem offline a bit, and Pustem sideways. Is he going to go around the outside? Pustem going to hold the position, and they've made contact, and Amal has gone through, just like I said. He's going to pick up the pieces. Hanko lost half his front wing, and he's not going to be happy. Be prepared for lunges galore. Well, that changes the face of this race. Hanko is not going to be happy with that. We go side by side at Monaco, and that's what happens. And it's looking like an Amal vs Pustem race rather than Hanko now. Can Amal do what Hanko couldn't? We're about to find out. He plays it cautious. Doesn't want to do any stupid lunges. And he's actually really composed. And he could actually go up the inside here, which he is going to. And they're not going to make contact. They're so close. Pustem keeping his position, closing the door. But good racing. Pustem Tokyo drifting for half the lap. It's good to watch. The top three spreading out from each other slightly. Not close enough to make any moves. But Pustem doing a good job of controlling the race. He's defending really well. But I don't think Hanko will be happy with what happened the previous lap. He's lost half his front wing. And look at the time he's losing because of it. After dominating the first race, half that front wing is gone, and now look how much time he loses. As the pair not side by side, nose to tail, that's the one. Revs are through the roof in the DRS. Gonna try and set it up for a good exit. Not too good. He's actually hit the wall. Has he lost front wing as well? No, it seems to be on, so he must only have yellow front wing damage, but that looked a pretty hard hit from on board. And from staying out of all this carnage, Pustem may be the only one without front wing damage. And that's good. Good news for him. And we'll see if Amal has lost an end plate. Doesn't look like it. So this battle will continue. Can he get a good exit? Oh, he does. This is good. What's he going to do? Pustem defend to the inside. That's he going to go to the outside. Is he going to lunge? Oh, it's locked up. The pair of them going over the chicane. Pustem getting a penalty for that. Oh, naughty boy. That was, well, Amal almost scared Pustem. He scared himself. And they've both cut that chicane as Amal now may have lost the end play. He's hit the wall again. But good racing for Monaco standards. It's going to be a good ending. We've got 4 laps left. Just over 5 minutes. We've got a yellow in sector 2. I'm not sure why that is. It's gone now anyway. Someone might have just had to cut the chicane. Hanko dropping off quite drastically. He's now a second behind. Pustem versus Amal for the win. Although penalties are going to play a huge factor in the result of this race. That's if they finish. It's been an aggressive race, to say the least. Finish first, you have to finish. So hopefully these boys stay safe. As again, he's got a good run. K-Walker retiring. Is he going to send to the inside? He looks up again. This time Pustem is not phased. Keeps it on the track. And we have a virtual safety car. I don't know how long that's been out, but K-Walker... Whoa. That didn't look good. Anyway, Fake Crunch. Still bored of seeing the rear end of Giles. This is now 2 races he's had this. Shame. Anyway, you've got 3 laps left. Your order is Pustem, Amal and Hanko. Podium, I should say. Hanko, he's lost a lot of time as we are racing again. That's not favoured Hanko at all. He's lost a lot of time there. But you know, it has favoured Amar. That's who. And we've seen him try and lunge into this next corner, but he's not got enough speed. It's all about that exit onto the straight. Doesn't seem as close as previous laps, but we know Puzztem's a bit slidey on the exit. This time he's not. But Amal getting the grip he wants into the slipstream. He's going to have to move. It's now or never, and he sends it. Puzztem's actually lost half his front wing. They're going to make contact. I told you Amal gets a penalty, which isn't fair. And there's just banger racing. Oh. Puzztem, yeah, he's lost an end plate. That was before this carnage. So even Hancock is still in this race after his unfortunate incident. But yeah, 2 laps left. I don't think any of these drivers are very happy with each other. Puzztem going very wide, and Amal, now is the time. They go side by side up the hill. Puzztem has to concede. He's going to keep it in. He's going to push him against the wall. No, Amal's lost half his front wing. There's going to be no front wings left. Amal is just going to lunge it. I wouldn't be surprised. No, he's sensible. It's not worth the fight. And now all these drivers. Oh, he's going to lunge it to the hairpin. And he's got the move done, but Puzztem round the outside. He keeps his position. And Hanko now side by side with Amal. He lunges up the inside. Is he going to get the move there side by side into the tunnel? It's crazy. He's going to have to stick behind. As that is your top 3. It's absolute carnage. Oh, sorry. Absolute carnage. Everyone's hitting everyone. It's just ridiculous. Puzztem somehow still leads. Amal P2, and now the final lap. If that lap wasn't crazy enough, I think it's about to get a lot worse. Here we go, starting the final lap. Any of these 3 could win this race. It's going to come down to the wire. Who's going to get a better exit? Puzztem a bit slidey, Amal a bit slidey, Hanko a bit far back. And no lunges into this corner. That's one overtaking opportunity gone. No way anyone's lunging into here, they're too far back. And the overtaking opportunities fading away. But he's supposed to sideways. Look how slow they're going through here. It's crazy. And the whole race depends on the exits of this corner. Puzztem does not want to get sideways. We've seen him do it this race. And that is not the exit Amal wants. Now or never. Is he going to lunge? No. Locks up. Looks like after... Oh, Puzztem sideways. Woo. This race might go down to penalties in the end. Hanko's still right there. Making contact with the wall. And this is your top 3 into the final sector. We'll go outside. There's Hanko actually. He's going to send it. Oh, he's got the move done. What a move. Great stuff. What a move from Hanko. Barging his way through. Puzztem wins. But after penalties, he is going to keep his win. Hanko P2. What a move. Amal, championship leader in P3. That is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. A bit of barging, but how else are you going to overtake at Monaco? What a great overtake. What a great race. Giles P4. This time not getting demoted for no reason. Fake Crunch P5. After his unfortunate spin from the lead, Darwin is going to come home in P6. Best of a bad situation. And Lewis Tiger rounding off in P7. What a finish. Wow. That was great. We'll see what Amal thinks of that move, but I thought that was pretty clean. There's your winner, Puzztem. Hanko P2. AMR P3. What a race. That was brilliant. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, it was a joy. A joy to commentate them final laps. And I hope everyone enjoyed that as much as I did. Very good racing. Not a great turnout. Only 11 drivers. But that was good. Very, very, very exciting stuff. And there's your race order. Puztem wins from P5. Hanko P2. Amal 3rd. Giles 4th. Fake Crunch 5th. Darwin 6th. Lewis Tiger 7th. Communi in 8th. K Walker 9th. Ollie having to retire from P4 in P10. And Mike in P11. Amar's going to get them points for fastest lap as well. What a race. So your winners today are Hanko and Puztem. What? That was great. That was Monaco for you. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Tune in next week for what I believe will be France. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed as much as I did. And I will see you all next week. Goodbye.